It's getting dark in Beyonce's world, and not because of a new music video or dramatic performance lighting. According to recent claims from a former dancer, Queen Bey is allegedly hiding something sinister behind all the glitz and Grammy gold. The shocking accusation that Beyonce, one of the most powerful women in entertainment, allegedly sacrificed her twins in a witchcraft ritual that backfired, resulting in both children allegedly being diagnosed with autism. Yes, you heard that right. The claims are as wild as they are disturbing. But what makes this different from the usual celebrity gossip is the intensity, the specificity, and the fact that it's coming from someone who was reportedly part of Beyonce's inner circle. This has sent shockwaves across social media, with people either clutching their pearls in horror or diving headfirst into full-blown conspiracy mode. Now let's break down exactly what this former dancer is claiming. According to her, Beyonce engaged in a ritual while pregnant with her twins, Rumi and Carter, one that allegedly went horribly wrong. The cost of that misfired spiritual exchange, her children's well-being. The dancer alleges that this failed ritual resulted in the twins developing autism. And while there's no medical proof tying any spiritual practice to neurological conditions, that hasn't stopped people from speculating. The internet, as we know, doesn't need facts, it just needs fire. And this story, it's full of it. The accusations have revived old rumors and added a terrifying new twist to Beyonce's already controversial spiritual history. Adding fuel to the flames, none other than Kanye West decided to speak on the twins, and in the most inappropriate, offensive way possible. In a series of now-deleted tweets, Kanye didn't just speculate, he attacked. He referred to Beyonce and Jay-Z's children using the R word, and even went so far as to suggest that having retarded children is a choice. He tied this twisted logic to artificial insemination and made tasteless jokes involving Down syndrome. But instead of apologizing, Kanye doubled down. He said he only deleted the tweet because Twitter threatened to cancel his account, not because he felt remorse. He even mocked the removal itself by saying, "I took it down with Down syndrome." The internet was stunned, and the backlash was immediate, especially from Beyonce's fan base, the Beyhive and disability rights advocates who were horrified by the blatant ableism. Although Beyonce and Jay-Z have yet to issue a direct public statement, sources close to the couple say they are absolutely appalled by Kanye's remarks. According to insiders, the Carters are discussing their options, including legal action, and are not taking this lightly. Their silence should not be mistaken for acceptance. They're watching closely, and they're planning their response. After all, this wasn't just a public insult. It was an attack on their family, their children, and their legacy. This isn't the first time Beyonce has been accused of practicing witchcraft. In fact, these rumors have been swirling for over a decade, ever since she introduced her now iconic alter ego, Sasha Fierce. At the time, it was seen as a creative way to overcome stage fright. Beyonce explained that Sasha Fierce would take over her body during performances, and that she felt possessed by something greater than herself. In retrospect, fans are now revisiting those interviews and wondering, was it just performance art, or was she subtly admitting to something deeper, darker, and far more spiritual? Things took a serious turn in 2018 when Beyonce's former drummer, Kimberly Thompson, filed for a restraining order against her. Kimberly, who toured with Beyonce for 7 years, alleged that the superstar was engaging in extreme witchcraft, harassing her through magical means, tapping her phone, controlling her finances, and spiritually attacking her. She claimed that once she left the tour, Beyonce's team began targeting her, making it difficult for her to find work, even though she was a respected musician trained at Berklee College of Music. Thompson's claims were ultimately dismissed by the court, but they remain part of a growing mountain of whispers surrounding Beyonce's spiritual practices. The timing of her accusations and the specificity of her claims make them hard to ignore, especially for conspiracy theorists and industry insiders who say this is just the tip of the iceberg. Then came Storm Monroe, a tea blogger known for stirring the pot with receipts and rumors. He doubled down on the witchcraft narrative by claiming Whether or